And again. Also this week in the Headley Highlight Show's Royal Corner this week, we had King Bitter himself suddenly growing a conscience. Apparently, darlings, Buckingham Palace issued a statement. They will support any investigation, and they urged Andrew to look to his conscience. And then more recently, they have now expressed concern for the victims. This concern is absolutely hollow, and everybody can see through it. It's about as transparent as the side salad's interest in child safety. If you didn't know, they all chipped in for the settlement for Miss Giuffre, so you cannot argue that you didn't know that the question of the victim's safety was an issue way back then. Yes, people, didn't I mention that? Yes, it turns out that everyone in the family chipped in for Miss Giuffre's settlement. The Queen, I think she put 7 million in. Prince Philip, he's departed now, he put in 1.5. Charles underwrit the rest, apparently, but he also used that as an opportunity to push for the chamois leather to be rebranded as the Queen Consort. This whole thing is a sham. Let's not forget that the king at the time, the king in waiting, Charles, he was writing letters of support for Peter Ball, a convicted bishop who had used hundreds of young boys in his care. All my BFFs appear to like young children for activities of gratification, but it's just not me. You do the math, darlings. In addition to that, it now appears from the files, the curse of Epstein, that Mr. Epstein was having functions, I tell you, events in the royal premises at Buckingham Palace, at Windsor Castle apparently. Yes, he was able to invite a myriad of individuals to have times of enjoyment in and around our royal buildings where we pay the taxes for, darling. Doesn't it just make you feel so valued in this relationship of extraction? This is notwithstanding the fact that, well, maybe he didn't know, but I'm sure he did, that Andrew Mountbatten, the detitled one, he was appeared on the FBI list of 11 prominent names accused in the SA assaults way back when. So please don't come now and suggest that the victims and their well-being is at the center of your concern. The center of your concern oscillates, gyrates, circumvents the absolute need for more greed, power, and control. It's just that simple, darlings. This is the reason why a lone person, when the king went for a visit, heckled him, saying, "How long did you know about the Epstein files?" And didn't you see that collection of sycophants all around the king booing the individual? You should not have been booing him. You should have been elevating him, lifting him up on your shoulders like you were playing rugby or some sort of American football so that he could be heard even louder, giving him a megaphone or something. Because why aren't the papers in this country asking precisely that question? Why aren't they doing that? Because, like I said, this is a mycelium lattice of individuals who benefit, and it's mutually beneficial to be in this space, in my opinion, darling. This is for entertainment purposes only. And you know what I thought was doubly galling this week was when I heard those women addressing the press conference after Congress was speaking to Miss Pam Bundy. They made such an important point. They said that they have been exposed. They are vulnerable, but yet those individuals who are involved in this disgusting exercise, and this isn't just about, SA, abuse, long-standing causing pain to people, through sustained behaviors, the T word, because I'm trying to be mindful now. This goes much deeper than that. This is about financial mismanagement. This is about people giving government information to individuals in a private sphere so they can benefit and manipulate. That's what this is all about. And but before I go to that point, and I'm going to come to the point about the women in a minute, I need to tell you about Gordon Brown and the importance of what's going on with him. Because when I said the curse of Epstein and I talk about mycelium because I love plants and bugs and stuff like that. So, mycelium is like a network of plant communications. It's like nerves, but they just go underground and they connect and they talk. And this is how you need to look at this whole thing, this curse of Epstein, because it's not just one place. This is bringing down significant people who are in the top 1% of the individuals who basically run this world. I'm sorry, but they do. They run the world, they're globalists, and they don't have anything good for us, the little people. So this is where we are. And what's happened is Mr. Gordon Brown, who was in government while Mr. Peter Mandelson was in government, the same Peter Mandelson who then leaked sensitive information about the UK's fiscal policy, assets it was going to sell off within 5 minutes of having a cabinet meeting. He leaked the stuff to Epstein. Similar thing that the Andrew, Lord Mountbatten, the titled one, had your kids, had your wife, had the dog, that one there, they were leaking information. And he's now saying, look, we need an investigation. In addition to that, the activities and the parties and the gatherings that were happening, people were being flown into the UK so that they could be potentially essayed or the T word. So this now is about potentially international. Enter stage left, Mr. Gordon Brown. This is an excerpt from Channel 4 News, and you're about to hear Lisa Nandy. She's in the cabinet. She was probably picked by Mandelson, so just bear in mind what she's saying.
Brown, the former Prime Minister, has called for the police to investigate Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. You support that?
I do really support that. I support the fact that we need to leave no stone unturned in the pursuit of justice. And as the Prime Minister said, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, like anybody else, has an obligation to go and share all of the information that he knows and be completely forthcoming about his own involvement in this. The victims and survivors are owed nothing less. Gordon Brown also said today that he wants to see far more work on making sure that Britain does not play a role in that global trafficking network, and I really strongly support that.
Gordon Brown, the former Prime Minister, has called for the police to investigate Andrew Mountbatten Windsor.
And the reason I played you that clip is because I wanted to show you just how deeply this is affecting the UK. This could bring down Keir Starmer, who is our Prime Minister, because he's involved in another scandal involving individuals who are sympathetic to paedophile offenders.